Alright everyone, hello and good morning. My name is One Who Gets Spread, and today I'm going to be doing another Pokemon TCG video. Today we're going to be using my Regi deck here versus the new Solrock and Lunatone deck from the Pokemon Go set. So before we get started, I'm just going to be giving like a rundown on how to play the Pokemon TCG. So this is kind of like a tutorial video as well as a deck testing video for the Solrock and Lunatone deck on this side, and then the Regi deck on this side. So it's going to be like a tutorial on how to use them and how to play the Pokemon TCG in general. So let's get started. So first off, I already shuffled both of these decks. I could do it again just in case here, so just shuffle them both once each. I already shuffled them a bunch of times before I started just to save some time, but I don't have any problem going again and shuffling them. There we go. I'll just put these somewhere like that, and then we have this card here. Make sure it's in the same way though. There we go, and I'll cut it like so, and maybe get these middle ones on top, and then cut everything at the bottom. Put them on top like that. Alright, I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Going to shuffle them, and then we'll get started with our hand and coin flip toss and all that good stuff. Just gotta make sure that they're shuffled. Alright. Again, just cutting it to make it even more shuffled and random. Take these, put them on top, and maybe from the middle here. There we go. Put these on top as well. Then maybe we'll cut this one more time. There we are. Okay, so now we'll do the coin flip toss. So heads again with a dice. This is a cool looking dice here, but I also have a Pokemon Go one. Let me just find that one. Here it is. So this is from the Pokemon Go set. This is a dice for the ETB from that new set that just came out. Alright, so how a dice flip goes. For the coin flip, heads are odds and even numbers will be tails. So tails means, or wait, I'll say heads means this deck will get to choose whether it's going first or second. So that's the Regi deck. Odd, so we need heads. You got a 3, and I'll say we go first. So that means, since we're going first on our first turn, we can't attack, nor can we play supporter cards. So, just have to keep that in mind. Each player will draw 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need to find at least one basic Pokemon, and we have 2 of them. Alright, I'm going to put this as my active, face down like that. My bench on this side will be up here. Put that face down like so, and the rest of my hand put to the side. Now we do our prize cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more. 6. We don't want to look at these prize cards though, so I'll just fan them out so we know they're prize cards like that. Right, next part, we are going to go and get our hand for the second deck, the Solrock Lunatone deck. These are both single prize decks, by the way. Alright, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's make sure the whole thing could be seen. Alright. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. Let's see if we have any basic Pokemon. We do. Perfect. Put that down there. Don't have any more, so now we'll get our prize cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll fan these out like so, and I'll put them up there. Alright, we are ready to start. Let me just fix the camera here so you can see the top of the screen a little bit better. Let me just, so it's not tilting. Alright, I think we're good to go. Let's flip all of these over and reveal them. Since the Regi deck is going first, let's go and draw a card to begin our turn. We have a Speed Energy. During our turn, we could use as many abilities as we'd like to. We could place a stadium down. We could put as many bench Pokemon on The bench here, we could attach one energy to one of our Pokemon, but since we're going first and it's our first turn, we can't play a supporter, nor can we attack, so we just have to keep that in mind. We could play as many items as we'd like to, so keeping that in mind, I'll play a trekking shoes. So since this is an item, we could play as many of them as you'd like. As I just said, look at the top card of your deck. You may put that card into your hand. If you don't, discard that card and draw a card. Alright. I'm going to put this Regigigas down onto the bench. Next, I will be using Hisuian Heavy Ball. So this will let me look at my face-down prize cards and replace it with a basic Pokemon. And then I just shuffle my prize cards afterwards. Alright. Look at these. I don't see a basic Pokemon, so we're just going to discard that. Make sure to shuffle these up. Oh wait, shoot. I accidentally got... I got too many prize cards, so if that mistake happens, I'm going to just burn this one, put it at the bottom of my deck. You're supposed to only have 6 prize cards. I made the mistake there of having 7 by accident, but that's fine. We just burned it by putting it to the bottom of our deck. We should be good. Alright, I still haven't attached my energy yet, but before I do, I'm going to use the Ultra Ball. I need to discard 2 cards from my hand in order to use it, so I'm going to discard the Pokegear and the Speed energy. I'm going to get rid of that Ultra Ball. I'm going to search for one of the Regis. My deck. Let's see, I'll put out the... Let's put out a Regi Steel, maybe? Yeah, let's get that Regi Steel over here. There it is. Alright, since that was near the bottom, it might be hard to find one later on, so... Alright, now, we just cut it a few times to shuffle. There we go. Alright. We could use as many abilities as we want per turn. Sorry about that. The cards are kind of off screen here, but let me move them off down a little bit so we could all see them. Alright. So, we could use as many abilities as we'd like per turn. This one has Dragon's Horde. Regidrago's ability allows you, once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active spot, you may draw cards until you have 4 cards into your hand. We have 1 card, so let's draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, we have Regice. Going to place that down. And I haven't played an energy yet, so we could play this Capture energy, and I'll put it onto... let's see, let me think about this. Because once we get this Capture energy, we could search for a Pokemon and then put it onto our bench. So I'll attach it to the Regigigas, powering that thing up. I'll search for the last remaining Regi, which is Regieleki. We found one right here. I'll put that on my bench just like that. We don't have much space to do an actual bench because it's only that much across. Sorry about that. I had a brain fart. You don't have much space to actually do a full bench layout like that, so just have to make do with what we have. I'll shuffle my deck here, and I think that'll be my turn. Let me see if there's anything else I'd like to do. Nope. Okay, so since we can't attack due to us going first, and we don't even have enough energy, but we do actually have one in here, I could attach this to someone. Because of Regigigas' Ancient Wisdom ability, so we could use as many abilities as we like per turn. Once during your turn, if you have Regirock, Regice, Registeel, Regieleki, and Drago in play, you may attach up to 3 energy cards that are in your discard to one of your Pokemon. Alright, so we could do that since we have all the Regis in play right now currently. Let's attach the Speed energy to Eleki. Alright. Since we can't attack, I'll say pass, and it goes on to the Solrock Lunatone Deck. So first we draw a card. Since this is the player going second, we can play supporter if we'd like to, so we have to just keep that in mind. I'm going to play a Pokestop Stadium. A stadium applies to both players, and this Pokestop Stadium allows you for once during each player's turn, the player may discard 3 cards from the top of their deck. The player discarded any item cards in this way. They put those item cards into their hand. Alright. 1, so 1, 2. We actually keep this 1, 2, 3. So these are the actual 2 cards that we discard. Let me move these up here. I'll make the discard pile right next to those prize cards. Okay, so we could do some things here with these Ultra Ball. These Ultra Ball cards that we have. Let me see. Roxanne, Boss's Orders. We could Boss's Orders into someone. I'm going to go and Boss's Orders, so I'll be using my supporter for the turn. So Boss's Orders is a staple seen in a lot of decks that are currently in the game right now. And one of them is this card, another one is a Marnie. I do not have a Marnie in any of these decks though, fortunately, but it's another one of the staples. Boss's Orders will allow you to choose a Pokemon from the opponent's bench and swap it with their active. So, let's see who I want to swap. I'll swap the Regi Drago with, maybe Regice? Let's go with the Regice. Alright, next I will use an Ultra Ball. In order to use the Ultra Ball, I have to get rid of 2 other cards, so I'll get rid of Roxanne. I don't think we need Roxanne right now, because it's still early in the game. And Collapsed Stadium. Get rid of those. I'll search my deck for a Lunatone, perhaps, so we could start attacking. There's one right there. Or I could even go with Radiant Greninja, if I want to. I think I'm going to go with the Lunatone, so I'm going to put that directly onto my bench, and I'm going to cut this multiple times to shuffle. There we go. Right, since we could use as many abilities as we'd like per turn, let's go and use this ability, Sun Energy. Attach one of your Psychic Energy in your discard pile to one of your Lunatone. Alright, there we go. You can't really do anything else, so I'll pass. Alright, Team Regi, we draw a card here. It's a Stormy Mountains. Yeah, let's get rid of the Pokestop. Let's get rid of the... Oh wait, no. Let's not get rid of that Pokestop. Actually, we're going to use it. Alright, so 1, we have to draw 3 cards, so we discard any of them that aren't items. 1, 2, 3. Aw, man. That didn't work out very good for us. Okay, so we could get those Pokemon back if we'd wanted to, using the Ordinary Rod. That'll let us shuffle up to 2 Pokemon back into our deck. So let's see. So these Regigigas and Regirock cards could now go back into our deck. But we'll need to shuffle into them, though, first. Alright. Cut it a few times. That. Hurt to do like that as well, just to randomize it even more. Alright. Okay, so now, let me see what we have in our hand again. Don't have much. I could use my Ancient Wisdom ability, because we still have all the Regis in play. I could attach this Aurora Energy to this Regieleki. Alright, we still can't attack, so I'll go and pass, and it's now Team Solrock's turn. We'll draw a card to begin it. It's a Psychic Energy. We could go Ultra Ball it, and then discard, look for another Solrock or another Lunatone. So I could go Ultra Ball if I want to, which I think I actually will, to put that energy into the discard. Then I'll search for another Solrock. There's one right there. Put that directly onto my bench. I'll cut this a few times. Shuffle it. There we go. Alright. I'll use that Sun Energy ability again to attach. I could attach 2 of them right now because there's 2 Solrock in play. They both have the same ability. Let's go ahead and attach this energy to the Lunatone. Actually, we'll just use one ability, because I'm going to go and use Pokestop. So 1, that's an item. Discard that. So 1 more card. We keep that, because it's an item. Alright. We have a switch card. We don't have enough energy to attack, so that's fine. Alright, so I think I am going to go and pass. We still can't attack on that side either. Alright, Team Regi draws a card. It's a Regi. We still can't do anything. We can't even Ancient Wisdom because there's no energy in the discard, so I'll go pass on this side as well. Let's swing back to Team Solrock. We have a switch card. We could use Pokestop, so 1, 2... Oh wait, actually, let me flip these over. Sorry about that. Need to flip those over. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, we keep this in our hand because it's a heavy ball. Alright, I am going to use this heavy ball to look at my prize cards and replace it with one of the basic Pokemon we find here, if we find any. Doesn't look like we find any basic Pokemon in there, so that heavy ball gets discarded. We don't have any psychic energy in there either, so it looks like we'll be passing too. Alright, Team Regi's turn again. We draw a card. It's an Aurora energy. This time we need to discard a card to attach it to someone. Let's attach it to the Regieleki, actually. You know what? I'll attach it to Regidrago instead. Alright, since I can't do anything else with this side of the thing, of the battle, let's go and pass. Now it's Team Solrock's turn. We have another Lunatone. We have Pokestop to do, so let's do that. Pokestop, 1, 2, 3. Keep that in our hand. We could put the other Lunatone down, but that's fine. Yeah, let's do that. Boss's orders, that won't make any sense. Rescue carrier. Let me see if I have enough things in here for the rescue carrier. Yep, we could bring these two Solrock back in play using the rescue carrier. So I'm going to go and do that. Put these on top of my deck so I know to shuffle them back in, and I'll get rid of that rescue carrier. Shuffle these back. I don't know if you could see it, but I'm trying to shuffle them back into my deck. Alright, I'll just put that first card, these first 2 cards on top. There we go. Alright, I think we already Pokestopped. Yeah, we did for that turn. Alright, let's go and pass because we still don't have anything to do. Let's go and draw a card here. That could help with the Regieleki. We could draw 2 more cards if we want to do that. Let's use the Pokestop. So 1, get rid of that. 2, 3. Put that in our hand. Oh man. Okay, doesn't look like we could do anything else there. Let's go and pass. This is a very boring game right now. Let's draw a card. Professor's Research. Let's go and do Pokestop first. So 1, 2, 3. Alright. Let's go and use the Sun Energy to attach this to the Lunatone. Let's go and use a switch card to get that Lunatone into that active spot, because this says switch your active basic Pokemon with one of your bench Pokemon. If you do, heal 30 from the Pokemon you move to the bench. Alright. Now we're cooking. We have some damage to do. Alright. We have to discard that. Okay, so now I'll go and use Professor's Research. I haven't used my supporter. Professor's Research is again one of those staple cards that's almost used in every deck. And this one allows you to discard your hand and draw 7. So all of those go into discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, we still haven't attached our energy for the turn, so I'm going to go and do that on this Lunatone. Okay, we have a Roxanne, we have Trekking Shoes. We could use the Trekking Shoes. So Trekking Shoes, again, look at the top card. You may put it in your hand or discard it. I am going to go and discard that. We have an Escape Rope. Alright. We could use the Rescue Carrier to bring back some of those Solrock or Lunatone if we'd like to, but I think I'm okay with doing that. We could bring the Pal Pad into play and kind of get some of these supporter cards back. Let me see if I want to do that, though. I have enough Professor's Research in the deck, so I should be fine there, but the Boss's Orders might be cool to bring back. This Clara might be good. Let's bring back the Boss's Orders and the Clara, I'm guessing. Alright, let's bring Clara and one of the Boss's Orders back, using the Pal Pad. So this goes into the discard. These get shuffled back in. Let's make sure they're facing the correct way before I do so. I want to keep everything consistent as possible. And that bottom card, I'll put it to the top. Alright. Since we don't have anything else I'd like to do, we could use our attack here. This is what the Solrock Lunatone deck is about. You want to put as many Solrock and maybe a Manaphy onto your bench. Might not hurt by putting either the Radiant Greninja or another Lunatone. You start powering that up too. But how you play this deck is, the goal is to get a bunch of Solrocks to use their Sun Energy ability, and you want to keep discarding these energies. You want to discard the psychic energies as many times as possible so you could accelerate your Lunatone. And then you have this attack here on the Lunatone called Moon Kinesis, and this attack does 30 damage for each psychic energy attached to this Pokemon in addition to that 30 that's already there. So let's count our energies. We have 30, 60, 90, 120, and 150 if we add that 30 that's already printed on the description of the attack. So that's going to do 150 damage, and it's going to knock out this Regi. We take a prize card, and they bring up an active Pokemon. Alright, let's bring out the Regieleki, and we'll draw a card. We have a Choice Belt, we have a Regi over here, so again, we have all the Regi in play. That's good, we want that to happen. We could use the Pokestop, so I'm going to discard 3 cards, any of the items I put into my hand. Okay, let's see if we could use Ancient Wisdom. I really want to power up that Regigigas. Doesn't look like we can. That's unfortunate. We could use the Ordinary Rod to get back the Regigigas and the Regi-Ice, if I believe so. Yeah, let's go and do that. So Ordinary Rod, take out the 2 Pokemon here. I shuffle them back into my deck. Alright. Okay, so I think we have enough energy to go and attack if we would like to. Let me see. Oh, that's not an energy, that's a Registeel. Whoops. We don't have enough energy, so what I'm going to do is attach the speed energy. And when I do, I could draw 2 cards. So there we go. Alright, now we can attack. So let's go and use Terra Spark, discard all lightning energy or electric energy from the Pokemon. So we go and discard those 2 speeds. And then this attack does 40 damage to 2 of your opponent's bench. But it will kill this Lunatone, so let's get that out of the way first. So we take a prize card for that. And 40 damage each to the ones on the bench. 2 of the ones on the bench. I should be more clear about that. That's not 40, that's 20. There we go. Alright, now we put one of these up as the active Pokemon. I choose the Lunatone, and Team Lunatone will draw a card to begin the next turn. We immediately get a Psychic Energy, that's good. Let's go and use Trekking Shoes. So, look at this card, put in our hand, yep. We could use a Rescue Carrier if we'd like to. We could use Roxanne. Oh wait, we can't use Roxanne, sorry about that. We could use the Escape Rope. Let's go and use this Escape Rope, so each player switches their active Pokemon, but the opponent chooses first. Alright. Playing as this person, I would switch in I'd switch in one of the Regis. I'd switch in the Regi Drago just in case we run out, so at least we could use our Dragon's Horde ability, and then on this side, I'll switch out to the other Lunatone. Alright. Let's go and use our Pokestop, so draw 3 cards, any items we put into our hand. So those go into the discard, alright. Let's go and use the Rescue Carrier to bring back some of those Lunatone or Solrock that might be in here. I'm guessing a Lunatone. Do you know what? I'm not going to do that. There's only one Lunatone in there. I want to get the most out of this card, so we need something else in the discard pile. Never mind. We could still attach an energy if we'd like to, so I'm going to go and do that. I'll attach this Lunatone here. And now we could use our Sun Energy ability, so we could attach one to here, and then another one, so we're able to attack, because we have 2 Solrock. Alright, so now let's use Moon Kinesis. That's 30, 60, 90, plus one more, 120, so that's going to be sitting at 10 HP left. We did 120 damage. Alright, where is the 120? I guess it's not on that one. There's one I know for sure has 120 on it. There we go. Not quite. Almost a knockout, but not quite. Alright, let's go and draw a card. We have a Regi Drago. We have Trekking Shoes. Let's use Trekking Shoes. We'll look at this card. Ultra Ball. That's fine. I don't know. We don't need the Ultra Ball right now, I don't think. We have another one in our hand. I think we're good. We can't use Dragon's Horde ability. Can we use Ancient Wisdom? Let's see. We can, so I'm going to put the Speed Energy back onto the Lucky. We can't attack yet, though, unfortunately, because we don't have enough energy to do so. So we're going to go and pass on this one, it looks like. So we're just going to go and pass. So Team Lunatone draws a card. Professor's Research. Alright, let's go and attach an energy to... Could attach it to that Lunatone, or we could attach it to this one. So let's attach it to that one. And then... let's go and use the Sun Energy ability. So 2 energy to... let's make sure we KO something here. Next thing will be a guaranteed KO. So now we have all these Psychic Energy up on this Lunatone. Let's go and attack for Moon Kinesis. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, plus 30, 180. That Regi Drago is KO'd. Alright, so now we draw a prize card. Okay, so now let's bring out this Regieleki. Let's draw a card to begin our turn. Let's put this Regi Drago on the bench. Let's attach this powerful colorless energy to the Regigigas. And let's go and see if we can Ancient Wisdom. I think we can. Yep. Let's Ancient Wisdom. Let's put this on the Regi Drago. Okay, I think we don't need to do anything else. Let's go and Terra Spark for that KO on the Lunatone there. Let's get rid of these. So you have to discard those speed energy when we do. And let's do 40 more damage to each of these. So they're going to become 80. Let me find an 80 counter. Each of them. There we go. If we knock out these Solrock, then the other person can't do anything because their acceleration will be gone. Alright, let's go and discard this Lunatone and all cards attached, including these energy. Let's go and draw a prize card. Alright, Team Lunatone's turn. We'll bring this one out. Let's draw a card. It's a Clara. Alright. Let's go and play Clara. So, choose one or both. Put up to 2 Pokemon from your discard into your hand, or put 2 basic energy from your discard into your hand. Actually, do you know what? I'm not going to do that yet. There's a reason why. I want to see what the Pokestop does. 1, 2, 3. Wait, we go and grab that one, but I'll immediately use Trekking Shoes. It's an energy, alright? Now, we'll use Clara. So, Clara allows us to put either, or we could do both, so let's do both. 2 Pokemon from the discard into my hand, or put 2 basic energy from the discard into my hand. So, let's put this Solrock down, immediately place it into the bench. Let's also immediately place... Oh, we could put another Solrock. That might be fun. No, let's put a Lunatone just in case it get KO'd. Let's put another Lunatone on here. And 2 energy. So these 2 energy will go back into my hand. That's how you play Clara. I think we already attached an energy, so I'm going to skip doing that. I will be using Sun Energy for a total of 3 times, because we have 3 Solrock. 1, 2, 3. So I'm going to put the Sun Energy underneath the Lunatone. That's in the active spot. Alright, now let's go and attack for Moon Kinesis. Let's see how many energy we have. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150 because of that 30, so that Regieleki is KO'd. And we take a prize card. This is why this deck is so fun, because you could just literally start accelerating using all these Solrock on the bench. Alright, next person up. Let's see. Nah, let's save him. Let's use Regidrago. Or wait. Okay, let's use Regidrago, that's fine. Okay, let's draw a card. It's a quick ball. Or, let me see what else we could do. Trekking Shoes, we could use the quick ball first. I'll get rid of the Ultra Ball to do so. Let's search for one of those Aleki. There's one right there. Perfect. Alright, now we could still use Ancient Wisdom because we were able to put all the Regi in play. That's our goal here. Okay, next I will be playing Trekking Shoes, I guess. See if we get anything good. Registeel. Alright, let's go and Ancient Wisdom. I'm actually going to do... Let's see how many Aurora energy I have in here. We have 1, it looks like. So we could attack using the... Or no, do you know what I'll do? I'll just put these energy onto the Regigigas so we could attack. 1, 2... Yeah, alright. I'll let the Regigigas attack. This is our hand. I don't think we're going to be doing anything else, so I'll pass. Okay, Team Lunatone, we're going to draw a card. Rescue Carrier, we might go and do that. Get those Lunatone back. Let's go and do that. And we'll shuffle them into our deck, so at least we don't deck ourselves out, because if you deck yourself out, the opponent wins, so that might not be good. We have 1 here, so we need 2. There's a Lunatone. And a Lunatone. There we go. shuffle the remaining what it's in my deck. Okay, since we have 3 prize cards left, do they have 3 prize cards left? No, I can't play Roxanne still, fortunately. Alright, Rescue Carrier again, we could do that. Choice Belt, can't do that, it's no use. We still haven't attached an energy, so I'll go and do that. Let's go and attach this Lunatone. I'll use the Solrock ability 3 times. Look into here for Psychic Energy. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. Let's go and attack using Moon Kinesis. So 30, 60, 90, 120, 150. That Regi Drago is KO'd. Let's take a prize card. Team Lunatone is in the lead, by the way. We only have 2 prize cards left. Okay, let's bring out the Regigigas to kill that Lunatone. Let's draw a card to begin our turn. Let's use the Ordinary Rod to get back a Drago. Let's get back that Drago and a Lucky. Yeah, let's get back Drago and a Lucky. Shuffle them back into my deck. Oops. Shuffle these back too. Did I put him in correctly? No, I did not. Okay. Sorry about that. I just got worried I didn't put him in correctly. Correct facing way. I like consistency. Ooh, gosh. That almost flew across the screen. Alright. Who are we missing? Regi Drago? Alright. I have a trick up my sleeve to get it back. I'll use the Stormy Mountains. Again, if you play another stadium, that goes into the discard, and this affects both players. I'll use it to look for a Regi Drago. If I find one, put that into my bench, so now we could use the Ancient Wisdom ability. Let's go and do that right now. So I only have 1 energy here. Let's go and attach it to Regi Lucky. Alright, now we're ready to attack. I'm going to be using Gigaton Break. That's going to kill this Lunatone, so it's going to go into the discard. And we take a prize card. It's a Scoop Up Net. This is a staple used in many decks as well. Alright, let's bring up this Lunatone. And let's draw to begin our turn. It's an Escape Rope. Let's play this Escape Rope. So each player switches their active Pokemon and opponent chooses first. I'm going to choose the Regi Lucky. And we're going to choose that Solrock right over there. Okay. Let's see if I can do anything else here. There's Roxanne. They have 3 prize cards. Alright, let's use Roxanne. You could use this card only if your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards, 3 or fewer prize cards remaining. Each player shuffles their hand into their deck, then you draw 6 cards and your opponent draws 2. So it's kind of like Marnie, in a sense. Let's go play this. So we shuffle our hand into our deck. So I'm just doing some shuffling. Sorry about moving off camera there. So we draw 6 cards and our opponent draws 2, but they do the same thing. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, this is our new hand. We have a Manaphy now. Gonna put that down. Alright. Okay, we do the same on this side too, so we're gonna have to shuffle this into our deck, like so. But we only draw 2 cards. This side. on the other side. Okay. Is our new hand for that side? Alright. We just played our supporter, so I can't use that. We could use the Pokestop, so I'm going to get rid of that. Oh wait, this actually goes over here. Sorry about that. Alright, now we could attach an energy if we'd like to. We could use the Solrock ability, but we don't actually need to. We're going to KO whatever is next anyways. So we could actually retreat if we'd like to. Let's go into retreat. So how do you retreat? You just read the retreat cost. If you have that many energy cards, so like this Solrock had 1 retreat cost, so we discard 1 energy attached to it. The Solrock and all remaining cards go back to the bench and you swap it out with someone else. Right, let's swap it out to the Lunatone, and we're going to be using Moon Kinesis for the knockout. Yep. Okay, so we're going to choose the Regi Gigas, of course, and then I'm going to draw this card, and it's match point for Team Lunatone. Alright, Team Regi Gigas is going to draw a card, and we have Zinnia's Resolve. Let's go and use it. This is a useful useful supporter. I almost said stadium. Sorry about that. It's a useful supporter because you're able to draw a card for each of the opponent's Pokemon in play if you're playing a deck like against a deck like Lunatone or Regi Gigas, the Regi deck. You'll need that full bench, so then you could draw that many cards. So let's go and use Zinnia's Resolve. We'll have to discard these 2 cards though, unfortunately, but we get to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. We could look for another Regieleki, so we could use this Ultra Ball. Let's get rid of Professor's Research and Bruno. Actually, do you know what? I'll get rid of Regirock and Registeel instead. I didn't see those 2 getting knocked out in any way. Here's a Regieleki. So we have the ability to use Ancient Wisdom again. That's good. Alright, we have Twin and Aurora. I don't think we need those. We could put the Aurora energy onto our Regidrago if we'd like to, so let's go and do that. Alright, we're going to be using Gigaton Break for the knockout on this Lunatone. All of those go into the discard, and we draw a prize card. We got Stormy Mountains. Alright, next person will bring out the... Let's bring out this Solrock. Let's draw a card. It's a Lunatone. And let me see if I could... Yeah, let's play Boss's Orders to switch that Regi Gigas into something else manageable. Switch it into this Regirock just to mess up the other person. Okay, now... Did we do our Pokestop? I don't know if we should do our Pokestop. We might deck ourselves out here. Kind of scared of doing it. Alright. We could use our Sun Energy to get that Lunatone up to speed. Let's go and do that. So 3 is going to put it on top. Alright. It's still match point for us, by the way, because we have 1 prize card remaining. Just need to find a way to get the Solrock off our active spot somehow. Okay, so I'm going to use the Pokestop, so discard that, and yeah, that's bad. We discarded the Radiant Greninja. Hello, Adventures of Anna. Oh man, you love Yu-Gi-Oh? That's cool. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, this is Pokemon, but yeah, this is my... If Regirock was a Yu-Gi-Oh character, I'd say it's my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh character. Regirock's one of my favorites right here. I really want to learn like Magic and Yu-Gi-Oh, so someday I might learn those other card games. I'd love to. one of my friends used to play Magic, and I recently taught them how to play the Pokemon game, so one of these days I think he'd be happy to teach me how to play Magic. Alright, so we failed getting that Solrock out of the active spot, so it looks like they're going to be able to KO it unless they have... Oh wait, no, they won't, but they'll be a sitting duck, so I think we've secured victory for ourselves. Okay, pass, because we can't attack, so let's go on to Team Regirock. We have a Regigigas. I really want to get that Regirock out of the active spot, so let's try and Professor's Research. Or, yeah, let's go and Professor's Research, so discard all of these. And, actually, yeah, draw set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I need a Scoop Up Net. Alright, we have a Scoop Up Net. Perfect. How you play a Scoop Up Net, you literally just scoop up the card, it goes back into your hand, you move one of these to the active, and you discard the Scoop Up. Since it's in your hand, you could place it back down, no biggie. And now, let's see if we could Ancient Wisdom. Oh, we could Ancient Wisdom this one thing, but that won't really do anything, so nah. We could go and Gigaton Break if we'd like to, but that's fine. I will just attach this Capture Energy to the Regidrago, though. I'm not going to even bother looking for a Pokemon, because I think we're about to be finished here. Alright, let's use... Or we could actually stall if we're mean. We could stall and let them suffer with a Solrock in front of their party. Or we could take the KO. I don't know what people would do in this situation. We could be mean and stall them, because I don't think I have anything else to switch it out with. Yeah, let's do that. Let's be mean to this Solrock and Lunatone deck, so let's not even attack. But they lose one of their Solrock. It doesn't even matter, though, but they'll lose one of their Solrock if we do so. Let's go and attack, that's fine. That's just going to bring the Lunatone out and kill us anyway, but... do you know what? I want to see them suffer. Let's not attack. So we'll pass. Let's draw a card on Team Solrock. It's another Solrock. We don't have any way of switching out, unfortunately, so we're just a sitting duck for now. Let's go back to Team Regigigas. Let's draw a card to begin the turn. It's an Aurora Energy. Let's attach that to the Regidrago. And in order to do so, let's get rid of the Choice Belt. So we need to discard a card to attach that type of energy. Let's go and pass. I'm going to see how long this takes. We might get decked out here. We might deck him out. Team Regigigas, Team Solrock might get decked out, and Team Regigigas will win by default. Let's see what happens. Alright, we draw a card. Okay, so now we have this. We could retreat, so I'm going to use the retreat cost of 1 energy. Move that to the discard. Bring out the Lunatone, and again, match point. I want to see how crazy the damage of this deck can do. Let's place another Solrock onto the bench so we have a full bench now. We could use that ability 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So let's go and do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put all of these 4 energy onto the Lunatone. And this is how crazy the damage could be using this Lunatone deck. It only costs like $5 or $7 to build. You could do 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, 240 damage on a budget deck. And then if we had a Choice Belt, that's again another 30. So that has potential of 270 damage, but right now it's 240 because we don't have a Choice Belt, and that isn't a Pokemon V or V Max. Yeah, sometimes if you're able to, you could just stall the other person out, and then if they can't draw cards from their deck that next turn, like you begin each turn by drawing a card. So like let's say there's nothing back here, and it was this team's turn. If I can't draw a card, this other deck will win by default. Yeah, so sometimes you could stall by saying pass, where you won't attack, and then it goes to the next player. Alright, so, again, to reiterate, the Lunatone and Solrock deck works by placing as many Solrock as you can on the bench, then placing 1 or 2 Lunatone on the bench, and then or in your active. And then you'll be wanting to use Moon Kinesis, and you just get a bunch of Psychic Energy onto the Lunatone, and then it does 30 more damage for each Psychic Energy attached to the Pokemon, so 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, 210, plus this 30 here, 240. That's a truckload of damage for just a budget deck that you could build under $7. This Regi Gigas is KO'd, and Team Lunatone wins the round. This is our last prize card. This deck is horrifying. The Lunatone Solrock deck is horrifying, as you can see. Well, there it is. There's the Lunatone deck. So that was what was in the deck there. All right, let me clean this up. You could do spread damage onto the bench, but if you have a Manaphy down, this Wave Veil will prevent damage to the benched Pokemon. So if you could get that down, you know the Regieleki will do some spread damage onto the bench, but if you have that Manaphy, then you don't have to worry about it. One of the other main components of the deck is this Radiant Greninja. This is supposed to be the draw engine, but I just played 2 games, one today and then one yesterday, one 2 days ago, because yesterday was Sunday, one on Saturday, where this was in my discard pile. I didn't even get it out, didn't bother to get it out of there, and I still won. But usually this is going to be your draw engine because of its ability. You must discard an energy to use the ability, so that's going to help our Lunatone, because if there's more Psychic in here, and we have a crack ton of Solrock on the bench, we could use the ability and put that many energy on the Lunatone for its Moon Kinesis. But the Greninja does is this Concealed Cards ability is very handy, where you could draw 2 cards, so it's, again, just a draw engine. People use Scoop Up Nets on this deck to move around the Solrock and Lunatone. I just use the retreat cost, it's fine. You're getting those Psychic Energy into your discard anyway, that's going to just power up your Lunatone. Another thing that's in here are these Rescue Carrier cards, and these just basically restore back. They just put back some of the Lunatone and Solrock that are in your discard back into your deck, so you can draw more of them. Roseanne's Backup is a very versatile card. You could see it in many decks. You could choose one or all of these, so you could shuffle a Pokemon, a tool card, an energy, or a stadium back into your deck from your discard pile, so that's very nifty. Collapse Stadium. Okay, so this card is kind of like, oh, I want to punish a Regi deck, or I want to punish another Lunatone deck. And you could only have 4 Pokemon on the bench. You have to discard the others, so that might be tricky for the Regi deck if they don't pull out one of their Stormy Mountains in time. There's also Path to Peak, where I might add that too. That just prevents abilities from being used. Or Temple of Sinnoh, where all special energy will just cost 1 colorless and they don't have any other effects. That might be useful as well. Boss's Orders, again, this is one of the staples. It's used in almost any deck. I've talked about it. Then, of course, Solrock, Manaphy, these are the ones from earlier. Pokestop is a new thing where you discard Pokemon into your... you discard cards into your discard, but if there are any item cards that you discard in this way, you actually put them into your hand. So if you need those item cards, you could just use the Pokestop. Oh, look, all 3 of those cards I drew were items. They go into your hand. Or it could be like, oh man, all of them are energy. Now they're in here. You can put them on the Lunatone if you have 3 Solrock on your bench. So it's a very fun deck. It really steamrolls if you get the hand of it. I recommend this deck, again, because it's $7 to build, and it teaches you a lot about the basics of the TCG, you know. Okay, this is a draw engine, this is what energy could be used for, there's other uses like retreating, it teaches you what abilities are, and I think it's just an overall fun deck for beginners. This is the best beginner deck I think that's out there, unless you want to spend $20 per card on like one that's using V-Stars or V-Maxes. More power to you, but if you want an easy budget deck that you could build under $10, I recommend this Solrock deck if you're getting started. Alrighty, so that concludes that practice round. Team Solrock won. Team Lunatone and Solrock, I should say. And yeah, that's all, folks. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, Adventures of Anna, for chatting along here while we're doing this Pokemon card thing. I really appreciated it. And yeah, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Please do something nice for someone. Get vaccinated. I'll see you guys soon later today. I'll have some other streams going. Alright, guys, until then, take care. I love you all, and I hope you have a good day.